Hey folks, Lord Thunder Monkey back here again with you on the Upper Mississippi River Valley map, and we have incurred a bit of a problem. I was out checking my equipment earlier today, and the articulated John Deere has a bit of an issue. So we're going to head down there and we're going to check it out here right now. Flatbed down here. Beautiful truck this is. Oh yeah, that's one with the Pandora. Okay. Alright, looking good. So I'm going to head down there. Get a little closer. Won't make you guys go all the way through this. This truck only does 50, but it's still good. So we're going to run down here to the John Deere. As when I went to check it out this morning in the field and move it, I realized it had a bit of a leak. And I've actually had a few problems with this tractor. Just getting it going. It's not exactly brand new, as I'm sure you well know. So for it to be one of our main power horses, running stuff the way it is, and doing all the heavy work, all the real heavy lifting, I don't know that we can really rely on it at this point. So I have actually called down to the dealership, and they are going to take a look around. They're doing some work with some of the other dealerships they're associated with, and hopefully we'll be able to have some new equipment come in. Decorated for Christmas as well. I know it's not winter season on this map, but it's the winter season at the time I'm recording this series, so that's what we're going with. So yeah, so they're gonna make a few phone calls. This thing had a hydraulic leak. It's had a big old spot of oil underneath it too. So it's I think it's time we do something about this tractor. Wouldn't even flat out start the other day. I got it and it just turned. I had to, come out here. Batteries were dead for whatever reason. It's draining power to the batteries. I mean, I replaced them. They were fine. I don't get it. So we're gonna get rid of the old 8970 and we're gonna replace it with something new. So I'm going to go ahead and head down to the shop. I just need to detach this so that when they come, they're actually going to come and pick this up for us when they deliver us our new tractors. So I'm actually going to get back in the truck here, get on my phone, and make a few phone calls and see where we're at. Okay, so here's what we found out. They have got this guy. It's used, it's got some hours on it, but condition is new. Hours, it's kind of like miles on a car. Yeah, they're important, but if the vehicle isn't exceptionally old, like I've got a ton of miles on my little Prius. It's got almost 340,000 miles on it, but it's an '09. And so, it still runs. Still, everything's great about it. So it's still in great shape. So this guy here is the 8530, and it comes with a 450 horsepower engine. We're ordering that in. They're going to put the twin wheels on it when it gets into the shop here. That will be our new main horse. It's actually going to be more powerful than our current 8970, so that'll be good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy that guy. And then we're going to go, and the deal was a bit of a, little bit of this, little bit of that. No, not that one. That's not the one. That's not the 7800. They also had a 7800. Now the deal is with the 7800. I'm kind of lumped that into the deal. They're gonna take my other two tractors back and not ding me too bad on this one since I'm buying 3 new tractors. And they're gonna set these guys up for hydraulic. This is gonna have the 230 horsepower engine. This is gonna replace our current John Deere 7030 Premium. And then we're going to get another one just to hang out with the cows because it's going to be a lot of work over there, especially when it comes time to bale. So we're going to get this guy, the John Deere 7800. And we're going to get it with single wheels because it's a pain to fit anything down there. And I hate to switch the other one on and off with the duals. So we are buying all 3 of those tractors. We're going to be up 1 tractor, which is going to be nice. And we just spent $287,000. So I'm going to go on and head down to the shop here, and I will see you guys when we get back up here. Because they're going to come right out here, and they're going to pick this guy up. So, this bumpy ride. Holy biscuits. Let's get out the end cap, because that was killing me. So, I'll run over to the shop, and see if they've got those things loaded up on the flatbed yet. Okay, folks, well, we're just going to hop back in. They actually had most of this loaded up yet. They were about to load that guy up, and then I realized I need a new piece of equipment as well. I'm going to lease something here from them. They're going to love me because I'm giving them constant money, and we're going to have them bring back... Oh, man, can they bring back my truck? I hope they can bring back my truck. See if we can. I think we still got some playroom here. Set right up against those bars. There we go. Squeeze it right into it. Bring this guy up. That'll give us hopefully enough. Fit those right in between the wheels. Bump those wheels right off the back side of it. There we go. That should give me just enough the room. Okay. Oh, easy there, Skippy. Alright, that should do it. So they're going to bring my truck back when they deliver all this equipment, which is going to be great. Just got to close those ramps up here. Don't hit it, don't squish it, don't squish it. Okay, good deal. Actually, let's lock that load down. So yeah, we are in very good shape. Oh, look at that. I had inches to spare. So we're going to take our brand new 8530, and this thing is spectacular. I don't know if you guys have seen this. But this thing has a ton to offer. The detail in the engine is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Okay, so let's put that back down. And then, and yeah, you can, all the equipment that you can load in here. Not going to need the Horsch, Pottinger, Krone. Yeah, that's probably about good there. Put our safeties out because we ain't exactly the swiftest machine in the world. But we do need our ventilation. It's not exactly warm even though we've got decorated for Christmas. Put the visor down. And then just in case we have a friend. So, alright, awesome. So I said that we were going to be getting a new piece of equipment, didn't I? Yes, I did. We are not going to be purchasing it because I can't afford to, but we're going to get this guy. I could afford to, but I want to hang on to it. Alright? Let's put it that way. I don't want to spend all my money. So we got more than enough power to pull this guy, but we're going to take this and we're going to lease it. And we've actually contracted with the local FS company. And they are going to put, they've actually installed anhydrous ammonia tanks at a couple of our farms so that when we decide to go and take these guys and fill them up, we have access to that whenever, and they'll just keep those guys filled up. The tanks, they cost us nothing, which is good. Or at least that guy. So we just spent, almost $12,000 in leasing costs. We've blown some money today, but we're going to be able to get some money back out of our equipment here, which is going to be good. And actually, I need this guy first. This is going to be beautiful. So yeah, we're going to do some fertilizing today before we do our planting. Done some research on this, and this is one of the best ways to keep the... Oh, really? That's not... Oh, that's finicky. It's got to be right there, doesn't it? Oh, am I not close enough? Does it just look good? Yeah, there we go. One of the best things we can do for our crops. So we are going to get that sprayed in. We're going to ride up here with this guy. Have them haul this all out for us. So let's go ahead and find out what they've got today for us, Johnny. We're actually going to start right back out in field 20. We actually need to have these flashes on because I am not exactly at a small fry anymore. Gotta be careful. Look how long this thing is. They got a nice cat truck that they're hauling this with. Oh, that's gonna cost them. All right. We are off to the races, as it were. This thing has all the beacons in the world. I didn't cut that very good, did I? And our friend is following. Excellent. Let's get a better view on this, better angle on this. This is also a mod I downloaded. I actually think this is a fantastic trailer. Nice big wide body. It can hold duals really well. Triples, they still hang over. But all in all, not bad. We should have called the police and had them clear out the roads for us. Just to keep it easy. Would have been handy, huh? I mean, this is one wide body load. Anything coming up the hill? No. I can't do it too fast. That the old John Deere back there is not going to keep up. Where is the John Deere? Oh no, did he get stuck in town? I hope he didn't get pulled over. Put my flashers on. And this is a good spot as any to pull this thing off the road so we're not blocking traffic. Whoa, easy there. Got kind of lumpy. Alright, I'll be right back after checking that guy out. As it turns out, he didn't get pulled over by the cops, but we did run into a bit of a snag with an electric pole. And so he was having trouble navigating through town. But it's all good now. It is all good. Just make sure I mean, I'm filling up more than a lane here. I need to actually slow this guy down to keep these guys in pace. Can't really go much over 31 miles an hour because that's how faster it goes. And I'll lose it, and I don't want to lose that worker. He'll get lost in the countryside. He's already struggling, lagging behind. Let's slow down, let him catch up. Take our flashers off now. Here he comes. That's good. So yeah, we'll head over here. We'll catch up to field 20. Probably could have gone out to town the other way, but that's alright. I like going up the hill. It's cool. It's very, very cool. So, oh boy, this is going to be a heck of a turn. I should have planned that. And the curves in the other road. Yeah, there's no good thing, no good way about this. No good way. I love the fact that it's got rear wheel steer. That helps me out a ton. Now, can I tell in the mirrors if he's following us? Not so much. But here he comes. Wish I could adjust those mirrors, you know what I mean? That would be handy. But yeah, nice interior on this guy. Just a day cab runner, but it's got GPS, which comes in handy. Especially when you're running down the road all the time. What is that? Is that a ditch that runs across here? I'm looking at that going across, going into field 23 here. Right off to our left. Yeah, that's a ditch run across. Nice. Very nice. Oh, this is our left-hand turn. Get a better angle on this. Oy. That was a little bit closer than what I wanted that to be. But, all in all, we made it. Now, this nice thing about it is this trailer does have the capacity to pull vehicles up onto it. At least that's where we're going with the video, okay? Stay with me. Get running full speed here, my boy. So we'll run down here. And we will get this guy relieved of his duties. The cultivating's done anyway, so it's not like that's a big deal, but we need to move on from it. It's a shame. I like the articulated big tractor. In fact, probably going to get one in the future. We'll get a new one though. Once we're multi-quadrillionaires. Something along those lines. That would be nice to say, wouldn't it? If we were that rich. I'm not going to pull... Yeah, well, I guess I have to pull in there, don't I? If I'm going to pull this up onto this trailer. How flat is that? It's flatter on this side, so we're going to wing in here. So we can ball the fields to get this thing stuck into, right? The one with the gate. But you know, that trailer didn't do too bad. Whoa, easy. Oh, 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 oh. I didn't plan on that. Oh, come on. I did not plan on that dip. That was a shame. It was a shame. So, alright, well, I'm going to hop out here real quick, and we're going to move this guy out of the way. Yeah, there's that major dip. Did not plan on that with the low loader. My bad. Shh, don't tell me. I'll just pull this guy over here. Shut her down for the minute. We'll get this equipment started to unload. Double fuel tanks. I didn't notice that. On the one side. Ah, they're only on the one side. Got it. Let's pull forward just a little bit more where those are dropping. There we go. We can shut down the beacons now. We'll offload our truck. Huh. You can see the weight. Oh. Forgot this has a nice script. Alright. Take this guy. We're going to park it out on the main road. On the main road. Out on the road. Just keep it out the way. Okay. I love the painted drums and disc brakes. That is one heck of a jump up. Get this guy. We'll end up taking these tractors around later. Once the time calls for it. We'll get this guy out of here too. There's no reason to have it in here. Yippee-ki-yay-ki-yo. Nice and narrow. That's going to be perfect for going down that alley. Really going to help us out there. Love this thing. It's got four-wheel drive and those big fat tires that they got on it. This is going to be our helper friend. Oh, easy, easy, easy. In fact, it's almost powerful enough to drive that anhydrous ammonia, but not quite. Alright, so let's get this guy into position and we'll get it to take the articulated and get it out of here. Alright. You know what? Let's pull this around. It's a good thing this wasn't like seated or something, you know what I mean? Don't hit the fence. Stay out of the gulch. Not quite. A little farther over. Just don't hit the fence. That should do it right there. Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. So yeah, we'll get the winch hooked up. I've already disconnected this, and we'll get that drug up on there, and they'll take this out of here, and we'll get back to our farming. Let them do their job. So I will go about heading on over, and we'll hit this guy out, and we'll go get it filled up with ammonia. Now, I had ammonia tanks put over there with the sheep farm and with the cattle farm. I believe the closest one is the sheep farm at this point from where we're at. So we'll head on over there just as soon as they get this out of here, and I will I'll get this filled up, and I'll see you guys at the ammonia tanks. Okay, folks, so we've made it back. The transaction has gone through with the dealership. As you can see, we're only down a few $1,000s, which is good. Just gotta come on over here. Need fuel? No, we don't. Oh, what I'm saying, I just bought this thing. Needs fuel. We're in trouble. Just gotta remember. I had them. Oh yeah, it's right over here. It's a little tight. There is where I had them put them. Just gonna pull up on over here. Don't want to take that out with my duals. Snap that end off. That'd be really great, wouldn't it? All right. Fill that guy on up. Hopefully this runs us for quite some time. Wow, that really is a good sized tank. Appears to have a mind of its own just a little bit. We could haul a couple of these in tandem. If this isn't enough, if this one tank doesn't seem to be going very far, we can have them bring us another one out. Where am I in the grand scheme of things? Field 27. Is that an outgo right over here? I think it is. Thought it was. Right here, according to the map, the way it looks. Oh yeah, beautiful. Remember that for next time. Bit of a dip. Where was I? Oh yeah. Just down here, right? Yep. Okay, good. Excellent. So yeah, I mean, we could pull a couple of these in, you know, in a line, which isn't. Yeah, I guess. Can we get going here? There we go. Which isn't. I mean, the triples is the most. It does dance back there, doesn't it? The triples is the most efficient as far as, you know, all the extra junk we've already got hanging out behind us, but we just don't hold that much more. A couple of these is actually better, just because it's not that much of a gain when you start jumping up. And I don't know if you guys see that box on top. A lot of times the ones I'm familiar with, they hang on the side. They're water boxes in case you get the anhydrous ammonia in on your skin or in your eyes or something. It's not something you want. It's very unhealthy for you. One of those things you try to avoid if at all possible. Nasty stuff to work with, but as far as adding nitrogen to the ground and just overall increasing the fertility of it, this is the way to go. This is the stuff. We're actually going to use those tractors, I think, to pull our disc out of there and run them back up to the main farm and put them away. We're going to make our cow farm our main farm, since we're going to be intensive on the cows. Get this guy pulled in here and unfolded, if I'm connected to the right one. 18 meters. Not as wide as the, I think, 24.5 meters we had total between those two discs, but wider than the, oh shoot, I forgot about that, those extra wings out there. Wider than the single one we had. Alright, let's go auto detect. Oh, 19. This is reading 19 meters, even better. So only 5 meters shallower than the other one. And we just got to get it right about there. Pump it over just a little bit. Okay. So now, just got to see here. We're going to lower it to the ground. And we're going to turn it on and let her fly. We have to be on this one. Actually, let's not do that. Let's try this here real quick. Now, is it going to figure out that field okay? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's got a mind of its own. It's going, but let's try. You know what? Let's try this. The hired help one more time. Let's just see what happens. Put this on so we can see what's going on. It's supposed to be detecting the edge of the field. It does it. Since it's this kind of a tractor, and no, it doesn't. Okay. All right, forget that. So put that back in the ground. And are we fertilizing? Yes, most definitely. It's not running into the ground. How's this look here? I'll make sure this is turning up proper here. Yeah, you can see there it is. All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good stuff. That is beautiful. Look at that. Ah, that's a way to fertilize. Again, the sprayer's better, but that's so topical. And this, we're getting it into the ground right down to where the crops are. I mean, you can see it's not using it that fast, 18 meters wide. Don't need a lot of it, and you know, with it the way it is, burying it into the soil, it's actually going to be better, I think, overall. We're not going to have to till it in or anything. The biggest benefit to this is the fact that it does do that, that it puts it into the ground, and that it's in there. It's not like we're going to lose that fertilizer. As you can see, it's really working that ground. I love the animation on this. It's really nice. Really, really nice. Check it out from the inside. Nope. Oh, I didn't know I had a third camera. Oh, we're checking it out in just a minute. Hang on a second. I thought I raised that out of the ground, but apparently I didn't. No, apparently I didn't. Okay, my bad. Not exactly usually wildly realistic, but I tried. Why is that so far off? It's actually not what I wanted to do, but that's what I ended up doing. Alright, anyway. We had... Oh, look at that! That's fantastic. It's kind of twitchy, but it's an aerial view. That's nice! A third camera. I've got this on the DB120 that I've got, where it has a camera down on the hitch, and you can modify. I just can't. It's only rotational, directly on it. Still pretty doggone cool stuff. How we do it? Oh, I gotta remember that. I hate to miss anything. But still, this thing only requires 200 and some odd horsepower, and we're taxing it. We're taxing this. Oh, we're taxing the tractor, as you can see here. Just a little bit. that tank is having a problem, isn't it? Let's take a look at this thing here. Every now and again, it gets a little squirrely and does a little dance. We're going to turn this early. There we go. Beautiful. Much better turn. Much, much better turn. But yeah, so we've got this guy going. We will get a lot of this done today, which should be good. Cows are fully taken care of, which is a wonderful thing. Can I go on about that enough? Probably not. That was the most fantastic thing that's ever happened to me. But you look at that, it's not, I mean, how uneven that ground is, how it's adjusting to that. But yeah, no, getting those cows taken care of was such an amazing thing for me. It made my life so much better, because I was afraid that we were gonna have to monkey around with it and mess around with it and everything else. Let's get rid of that map. Don't need that map up anymore. But it all turned out okay. It's all good. Cows are fed. They've got bedding. Feeling good. One thing I was reading on the anhydrous ammonia and applications and when to do it, and a lot of it was ground temperature and not to the temperature but moisture level, because if you didn't have the right moisture level, the ammonia, I think NO2, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong, Scientologists, will escape from the ground. So I'm hoping that we've hit this at the right application time and that this is in a good state. I'd hate to have all this fertilizer just dissipate into the air, you know? That would kind of be disappointing. That is a much steeper hill than I thought that was. And that thing is just cruising. I think it's the duals. It's got to be the duals. I don't know what else it would be. It's got to be the duals. I wish it went a little faster, but I think that's going to be okay. We lost speed there for a second. Does this thing have onboard readout? Yeah, there it is. 1890 RPM. Actually doing 6.5 to almost 7 miles an hour. Oh, we dropped below 6. Oh, a little bit of a spot in the ground that was a little harder for us, huh? Let's see. Not running the crone right now. Is it raining? Nope, it's not raining. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Raining, we'll just turn that off there. That's the front hydrolink, if I remember right. Yes, yes that is. Alright, we don't need that. Yeah, you can take the mud guards off, you can add, here we'll just mess with it. You can add the adjustable fuel, tire pressure, which kind of looks silly without the mud guards on because it's bolting to nothingness. So technically that's not realistically that way, but you know, I thought you could bring that out to you. But yeah, it's a real nice mod. I mean, real nice modded tractor. Love this thing. What's this do? I still don't know what that does. This does that. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, my bad. I don't know if we're going to clear that now. Not so much, huh? Alright, let me get that sorted out. Okay, got that solved. Got it worked around and got it back in position. So we're in good shape. But yeah, talked about, you know, not letting the ammonia escape from the ground, which I mean, I was learning stuff as I was doing this. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten into this, but you know, it was interesting to learn about. It's just too bad this thing doesn't cultivate at the same time it puts us in the ground. Oh, I wonder if there's a 19, it's what, 19 meters? That disc of mine is 15, so this is a fair bit wider. It would look kind of silly, and it does. Oh, I already tried to connect to that disc. What am I saying? I'm sitting here always trying to connect things together. I mean, just get a more powerful tractor, right? And run the two things together. Get the fertilizing and the cultivating all done. Bam, bam, right? You know, one behind the other, and that would be perfect, right? It doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, that's a bit of the bummer. Because I tried on one of my other maps to connect this to the back of that John Deere disc, and it doesn't connect up right. If you guys know of if anybody out there watching this video knows of a mod that I can connect this onto that's really, really close to either 18 or 19 meters, even 20 meters. If we lost a little bit of, you know, fertilization on the edges, that wouldn't be the end of the world. But I don't know that I've got one that allows me to do that. To hitch on. And be able to run this thing behind it. Granted, I'd need probably more I might, well, depending on what the cultivator is, I might need more horsepower. 450 might not be enough. We might be looking more towards, you know, the 550 to 600 horsepower range. Get a Challenger on front of this and really go to town. I suppose I don't need those lines on anymore. We'll get rid of those. Ain't that beautiful though? I mean, that is just really, really cool the way that thing runs. It runs a heck of an overlap. We use what? I'm trying to squint there and see. I think about 10% of the tank. So yeah, this tank will last us quite a while before we have to get it refilled, which will be nice. Which will be very, very nice. Yeah, I've not actually seen that. Well, no, they called that. See, the thing when I was growing up, they had put anhydrous ammonia into our fields. But I don't remember them using a special injector like this after cultivation. If memory serves me right, it was the cultivator that they used to do it. And so I'm not entirely sure what that would be, but that would be something I'd be interested in finding out what that is. You know what I mean? Turn the corner. Barely missing it. That's good stuff. We'll come back and run that hip end off when we're all done. But yeah, I don't remember them getting into that. Seemed to me that the machine that they used cultivated and did the anhydrous ammonia all at the same time. I don't know if you guys are familiar with anything like that. I'm not, but if you are, let me know. Curious? It would be nice to have this thing cultivate at the same time. It is just classed as a injecting seeder or injecting fertilizer. You can see it just knifes in. I mean, there's still the cultivation there, and over there, but the rest of it's just, you know, runs a slit, injects, and it keeps going. So I'm not sure. Pretty cool view. Getting her done, isn't it? Like this tractor. Really like this tractor. Have I mentioned that? Did I bring that up yet? I really like this tractor. It is a fantastic unit. Oh, if you can see in there, you can't really. There's so much activity in there that you cannot see exactly what's going on. And I can't hire it done because the hired helper just kind of wanders. I wonder if letting it wander at whatever angle it's wanting to wander at would be alright. I'll have to try that in the next field. Just let it wander. It goes slightly off kilter. It doesn't run the edge of the field. I think that might be okay. Just so long as it turns around, makes the same pass coming the other direction, doesn't wander it off another weird angle. That would be alright. That would be quite alright. Then we could leave this to do what it's going to do and come back and check in on it later. And tank in the back. And not have to worry about it so much. We could do some other work in the other fields, work the cows. Which reminds me, I wonder how we're doing on the grass. How the grass is growing. Those are some fat duels, aren't they? Plenty of grip there. That's doggone sure. Let's see there. There's the one hitch in the giddy up. If I'm gonna fault this mod for anything, you don't have the dirt being lifted and drug off the ground by the outer duels, just the inner duels. I'm gonna guess that there's not a collision on them as well. It's been a bit of a sticking issue, I think, with the Giants version that we're currently running. Or something along those lines. I read something about it. I don't remember what it is. There was something that caused this to be goofy. I can't remember. I cannot remember to save my life. But yeah, it would run goofy just a little bit, and wouldn't put the collisions on the outer duel. And I don't remember what it was or why it was caused. What it was caused by, for that matter. What did we start with? 75, 70? Is that how much fertilizer we had in this tank? I mean, stuff's expensive. I think we dropped. What did we drop? 9. We dropped a lot. I don't remember what it was, but we dropped a chunk of change. That's for dog. That was for sure. For doggone sure. In case I haven't said that for sure. For sure. If you know what I mean. Burn. Anyway. Good news for you is we're just about got this field wrapped up for the day. Better news is I might not get done with the, might still be running this after video today. We shall see. Getting close. Getting close. Almost like I know what I'm doing. Kind of scary that way, isn't it? The one thing that was mentioned when I got this, this is a, by the way, shout out to American Eagles Modding. This is coming from those guys. It's the only place I've seen anything related to anhydrous ammonia. I don't know if they don't do that in Europe and in other countries, and if it's just a United States thing or what. But yeah, they are the ones who built this mod, the tanks and all the toolbars that come with it. This is the biggest one, so this is the one I went with. But they're the ones who came up with this mod and put it in place. I'm so thankful that they allowed me to download it, and now I'm using it and showing it off. Those guys are really terrific what they're doing. But one of the things that they mentioned was that there would be a frame rate drop due to the individual plow lanes with this guy, and I don't see a frame rate drop. My frames seem to be running just exactly the same as they ever have. So I mean, right now, I mean, I'm running 59 to 60. Other places when I'm looking at certain things, it drops to 30, but I mean, I'm recording at 29.97, which is just slightly under 30, so it's not a big deal. Just causes no ill effect to this, so it's all good. Can we see something on that end? Not really. Not unless it's out of the ground. We'll make one more pass, and we'll finish this up for next time. Come on. There we go. Good news with us doing all this work is it doesn't cost us any money, but we still got probably something we'll take a look into next time, just for looking sake, is the cost of our harvesting equipment. That, I mean, we have no trailers. We have no harvester, no combine, no auger wagon. Kind of missing those. So those will be something that we need to add for next time. Just a little bit. Well, not for next time. But we also have to bale some straw and some grass, and well, not grass, but hay, and get a loading wagon to pick up the grass. And yeah, we've got a fair bit of work yet ahead of us. Got to turn some silage when we cut that grass. So it'll be busy. It'll be expensive. Guarantee we'll at least drop another $1 million on that. Now the price of cows is going to come down here in a couple in summer season. They're a little high right now because they're producing milk faster than other parts of the year, just due to their life cycle with birthing cows and when they produce milk and such. So we'll get this started, and then I'm going to stop it and we're going to pull it back out the ground. I just want to get this lined up so that when we hop in here next time, it's easy to set up. So let's bring this up here real quick. I'm going to shut this down. Wait a minute, what? Oh, I can do that from the outside? Sweet. We still just jump in and out, but nice, actually. Should shut that off. Okay, so yeah, you got I'm gonna get down here. Get the individual spacers, so it's supposed to run in between rows basically. They cut it. You can see these cut the slit, and then the ammonia and nitrogen with this harrow here, and you'd think this would cultivate the ground just the way it is. Injection, and these discs on the outside collapse the ground back in around that so that you don't have the nitrogen escaping out of the ground. So yeah, you've got all these guys running around here. It's nicely done. It really is really nicely done. Got your shut-off valves. And all the lines that come around. So yeah, it's a nicely done mod. Very nicely done. Like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We're going to come back next time. I've got another new item for us to look at. Another way to fertilize. We're going to be taking a look at the grass fields once we get done with this. See if we can't fire this off on a field and let it just go to work. See how the Hydrotep does. Maybe it'll just go at a weird angle and we'll just do the cleanup at the end. That would be fantastic if it did, because then we'd be freed up to do a few other things and not be tied down to this every single time. So thank you guys for watching. Share this video with your friends. Hopefully they subscribe as well. I really appreciate it, both you guys and all the mods and modders that are out there that have allowed me to make this an American feeling map. So thank you guys for watching. Lord Thunder Monkey. See you next time.